Ever wondered why starting a YouTube channel seems like climbing a mountain? Well, let's be honest, it often does feel that way. It's not as easy as pointing a camera and pressing record. There's a lot more to it, and it can feel overwhelming at times. You see, the first hurdle is finding a niche. It's about discovering that one thing that you're passionate about, something that you can talk about for hours on end without getting bored. But it's not just about what you love. It's also about what your potential audience will love. It's a delicate balance of passion and appeal, and finding that balance can be a struggle in itself. Then, there's creating content. It's not just about creating any content, but quality content. It's about presenting your niche in an engaging, interesting, and relatable way. It's about making your viewers want to come back for more. And let me tell you, it's not always as simple as it sounds. There were times when I felt like I was running out of ideas, times when I was unsure if my content was good enough. And let's not forget about gaining subscribers. It's one thing to create great content, but it's another thing entirely to get people to actually watch it. Building a subscriber base can feel like a slow and frustrating process. There were days when it felt like I was pouring my heart and soul into my channel, only to see the subscriber count move at a snail's pace. Starting a YouTube channel can feel like a mountain to climb, and at the beginning I was overwhelmed. I questioned my decisions, doubted my abilities, and wondered if I was in over my head. The struggle was indeed very real. So I had to ask myself, how did I overcome these struggles, and what mindset did I adopt to start my YouTube journey? Stay tuned, and I'll share with you how I managed to navigate through these challenges and set my mind for this exciting journey. It all started with a decision, a choice that would change my life. Now, this wasn't an overnight decision, mind you. It was a culmination of countless hours of contemplation, self-doubt, and a fair share of sleepless nights. I remember the moment as clear as day. I was sitting alone in the quiet of my room, the glow of my laptop screen the only source of light. It was then that I decided to start a YouTube channel. The decision was exhilarating but equally terrifying. I was stepping into uncharted territory, a world where I was the creator, the director, the star, and the critic. The thought of putting myself out there for the world to see was daunting, to say the least. There were questions swirling in my mind. What if no one watches my videos? What if they do and they don't like what they see? What if I fail? But then I realized that every great journey begins with a single step. I had to take that leap of faith, to venture into the unknown. I had to confront my fears, silence the doubts, and push past the uncertainties. I had to believe in myself, in my vision, in my capability to create something of value. I had to trust that I could bring something unique to the table, something that could resonate with others. And so, I made the decision I would start a YouTube channel. I would give it my all, pour my heart and soul into it. I would learn, adapt, grow, and strive to be better with each passing day. I would face the challenges head-on, turn every setback into a comeback, and every failure into a stepping stone towards success. I knew it wouldn't be easy. I knew there would be obstacles along the way, hurdles to overcome, and mountains to climb. But I also knew that the journey would be worth it. That the journey itself is the destination, and the lessons learned along the way, the real reward. The decision was made, and there was no turning back. Next came the learning curve, steep and intimidating, but not impossible to conquer. Picture a mountain, its peak hidden in the clouds. That's what the learning curve looked like when I first decided to venture into the world of YouTube. It seemed like an insurmountable task, filled with technical jargon and complex algorithms. But let me tell you, it wasn't as daunting as it appeared. My journey started with the basics, understanding how to create videos. I spent hours researching, reading articles, and watching tutorials. I grappled with editing software, experimented with lighting, and fumbled with camera angles. It was a process of trial and error, of making mistakes and learning from them. With the world of YouTube at my fingertips, I had to find my corner in it. Imagine, if you will, walking into a bustling market, stalls brimming with a dizzying array of products. You could set up shop and sell anything, but the question is, what would it be? The answer to this question is the key to finding your niche on YouTube. It's about discovering that perfect blend of what you're passionate about and what resonates with others. Finding a niche is like carving out your own space in the vast digital landscape. It's not just about standing out from the crowd, it's about creating a unique identity that defines your content and attracts a specific audience. It's like being the only seller of handmade soaps in a market full of fruit vendors. You're different, you're unique, and you're appealing to a specific group of people who are looking for exactly what you offer. The process of finding my niche wasn't something that happened overnight. It was a journey of discovery, of understanding my strengths, my passions, and the needs of my potential audience. I had to ask myself, what can I bring to the table that others can't? What can I talk about for hours on end without getting bored? What do people need or want to know that I have the expertise in? As I pondered these questions, I delved into my interests, my skills, and my experiences. I researched what was already out there, what was trending, and what gaps could be filled, and slowly but surely, a picture started to form. An image of a niche that was uniquely mine, a space where I could thrive and provide value to my audience. And remember, your niche doesn't have to be rigid. It can evolve as you grow and learn more about your audience and yourself. So don't be afraid to experiment, to tweak, to refine. After all, the beauty of YouTube is in its boundless potential for creativity and expression. Finding a niche was like finding my home on YouTube. It was where I could be myself, share my passions, and create content that resonated with people. And that, my friends, is the magic of finding your niche. Content is king, and I was ready to wear the crown. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of creating content. This part of the journey is where the magic happens, where you breathe life into your ideas and transform them into tangible pieces of content that your audience can experience. The first step in the process is brainstorming. This is where you let your mind wander, let your creativity flow, and dream up as many ideas as you can. Don't limit yourself in this phase. Think big, think small, think outside the box. Remember, each idea is a potential gem that could captivate your audience and make your channel shine. After brainstorming comes the planning stage. This is where you take those raw ideas and start to refine them. You start asking yourself questions. What's the purpose of this video? Who is it for? What message do I want to convey? How can I make it engaging and entertaining? The answers to these questions will guide you in shaping your content. When I began creating my first few videos, I was like a kid in a candy store. I had all these ideas I wanted to bring to life, but I quickly realized that planning my content was just as crucial as the ideas themselves. Without a clear plan, my content was like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly in the sea of YouTube. Next comes the actual creation of the content. This is where you put your plan into action. You film, you edit, you add music and graphics. You tweak and polish until you have a finished product that you're proud to share with the world. Creating content is a process of trial and error. It's about learning and growing with each video you make. In my early days, I made plenty of mistakes. My first videos were far from perfect, but with each video, I learned something new, and with each lesson, I became a better content creator. The key to creating great content is authenticity. Be true to who you are and what you believe in. Your audience will resonate with your honesty and passion. I found that when I let my true self shine through my content, that's when I started to connect with my audience on a deeper level. Creating content is a journey, not a destination. It's about continually exploring, learning, and evolving. It's about pushing your boundaries and stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about telling your story in your own unique way. Remember, your content is a reflection of you. It's your voice, your vision, your passion. It's your chance to make a mark on the world, to share your ideas, your experiences, your perspective. So, don't be afraid to create. Don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to fail. because every failure is just another stepping stone on the path to success. Creating content was challenging, but it was a challenge I was ready to face. A channel is nothing without its audience. This holds true no matter how high quality or innovative your content may be. Without viewers, a YouTube channel is like a stage play performed to an empty auditorium. Building an audience began with promoting my channel. I started with my own social circle. I reached out to friends and family, asking them to check out my channel and share it with their networks. But keep in mind, it's not about pestering people. It's about sharing something you're passionate about and hoping they'll connect with it too. I also leveraged social media platforms to reach a wider audience. I posted about my channel on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. I joined online communities related to my niche and shared my content there. Being active on these platforms helped me gain visibility and attract potential viewers to my channel. But promotion is just half the battle. The other half is engagement. I made sure to interact with my viewers. I responded to comments, held Q&A sessions, and even hosted giveaways. I also asked for feedback and suggestions for future videos. This not only made my viewers feel valued, but it also helped me understand their needs and interests better. I remember gaining my first few subscribers. It was a small number, but it felt like a huge achievement. Each new subscriber was a sign that people were enjoying my content and wanted to see more. It was validation that I was on the right track. However, building an audience is not a one-time effort. It's an ongoing process. You need to consistently produce quality content, engage with your viewers, and adapt to their changing preferences. It's not easy, but it's definitely rewarding. Remember, every successful YouTuber started with 0 subscribers, every single one. So don't be disheartened if your subscriber count isn't skyrocketing right away. Patience and persistence are key. Building an audience was my next big step. I won't say it was easy, but it was definitely worth it. And the journey continues. Every journey has its obstacles, and mine was no different. No matter how much you plan, life has a way of throwing curveballs at you. My YouTube journey was filled with them. Let's start with the technical issues. Oh, the technical issues. Audio that wouldn't sync, videos that refused to render. And let's not even talk about the time the internet decided to go on vacation mid-upload. It was like a never-ending game of whack-a-mole. But here's the thing. Every time I faced a problem, I learned something new. I was forced to become better, to adapt, to grow. And in doing so, I became more proficient and more confident in my abilities. Then there were the negative comments. Now, I'm not talking about constructive criticism. That's always welcome. I'm talking about the kind of comments that are there just to pull you down. It was tough, I won't lie. It's never easy to put yourself out there. And when people try to tear you down, it can be disheartening. But I learned to take it in stride. I realized that for every negative comment, there were 10 positive ones. I learned to focus on the good, on the people who appreciated my work and found value in it. Overcoming these obstacles wasn't easy. There were moments of doubt, moments when I questioned whether it was worth it. But every time I overcame an obstacle, I felt a sense of achievement. I felt stronger, more capable. It was these victories, no matter how small, that kept me going. And the best part? Every obstacle I overcame made me more determined to create better content, to reach more people, to make a difference. Each obstacle was a stepping stone, a learning opportunity that propelled me forward. So remember, obstacles aren't there to break you. They're there to make you. They're there to mold you into a stronger, better version of yourself. And when you look back, you'll realize that it was the challenges that shaped your journey that made it worthwhile. Overcoming obstacles made me stronger and more determined. Every milestone, no matter how small, is a cause for celebration. Let's pause for a moment to reflect on that. When we embark on a journey, especially one as unpredictable as creating a YouTube channel, progress can often feel slow and somewhat elusive. That's why it's so important to celebrate milestones. They are tangible proof that we're moving forward, that our efforts are bearing fruit. Milestones are not just about the big moments like hitting your first 1,000,000 subscribers or earning your first YouTube play button. They're about every little victory along the way. The first time you hit 100 views on a video. The first time a stranger leaves a positive comment. The first time you managed to stick to your content schedule for a whole month. These are all important milestones that deserve to be celebrated. Celebrating these moments does more than just make us feel good. It fuels our motivation. It's a reminder of why we started this journey in the first place: to create, connect, inspire. Each milestone is a testament to our hard work and dedication. Let me share a personal experience. There was a time when I was struggling to gain traction. My subscriber count was stuck in the low hundreds for months. Then one day, I woke up to find that one of my videos had gone semi-viral. I had crossed the 1,000 views mark for the first time. It was a small milestone compared to where I am today, but at that moment, it felt like a huge victory. I celebrated that day. I took some time off, shared my achievement with my friends and family, and allowed myself to bask in that feeling of accomplishment. That celebration rejuvenated me. It reminded me that I was capable of achieving my goals. It gave me the motivation to keep going, to keep creating, to keep pushing myself. And that's the power of celebrating milestones. It's not just about the achievement itself, it's about the energy and motivation it brings. It's about the belief it instills in us that we can reach our goals, that we can make a difference. Celebrating milestones kept me motivated and hungry for more. So here's to the milestones, big and small. May we reach them, celebrate them, and let them fuel our journey forward. The journey of 1,000 miles continues with a single step. We've come a long way, haven't we? From those initial struggles, the decision to start, embracing the learning curve, finding our niche, creating content, building our audience, overcoming obstacles, and celebrating milestones. But the journey isn't over. No, not by a long shot. You see, a YouTube channel isn't something you just set up and forget. It's a living, breathing entity. It evolves, it grows, it changes. And as the creator, you must evolve, grow, and change with it. It's a journey that keeps on going, one that takes you to places you never thought you'd visit. As for me, well, I've got big plans for this channel. I want to continue producing content that resonates with people, content that makes a difference. I want to experiment, to push the boundaries, to step outside my comfort zone. I want to collaborate with other creators, to learn from them, to bring new perspectives to this platform. And yes, there will be challenges along the way. There will be days when I question whether it's all worth it. There will be days when the ideas just won't come, when the motivation is lacking. But then, I'll remember why I started this journey in the first place. I'll remember the joy of creating, the thrill of connecting with others, the satisfaction of making a difference, however small. I'll remember that each video is a step on this journey, a step towards something bigger, something grander. I'll remember that every comment, every like, every share, every subscriber is a validation of the work I do, a sign that I'm on the right path. The journey of a YouTube channel is a journey of self-discovery, of growth, of connection. It's a journey that's unique to each creator, yet universal in its essence. It's a journey that's challenging, yet rewarding, frustrating, yet fulfilling, daunting, yet exhilarating. The journey continues, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. So what can you take away from my journey? Well, let's break it down, shall we? Firstly, we tackled the struggle. It's a bit like wrestling a bear, isn't it? But remember, it's a universal experience. Every YouTuber, every content creator, every person who's ever dared to chase a dream has faced struggles. It's not a sign of failure, it's a sign you're pushing beyond your comfort zone. Then came the critical decision to start. It's an intimidating leap, isn't it? Like standing on the edge of a cliff, looking out at the vast unknown. But you've got to take that leap. You've got to decide to start. Because the truth is, the world is full of people who dream, but only those who act on their dreams make a difference. Embrace the learning curve. There's a lot to learn when you're starting a YouTube channel. You might feel like you're trying to drink from a fire hose, but remember, every bit of knowledge you gain, every skill you acquire, is another tool in your toolbox. So don't shy away from the learning curve. Embrace it. Finding your niche is like finding your home in the vast digital landscape of YouTube. It's about understanding your passions, your strengths, and how you can provide value to others. It's about carving out your own corner of the internet and saying, "This is where I belong." Creating content is where the magic happens. It's where you bring your ideas to life, where you connect with your audience, where you make your mark on the world. But remember, content creation is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires patience, dedication, and a whole lot of creativity. So don't rush the process. Take your time, put your heart into it, and let your passion shine through. Building an audience is like building a community. It's about more than just numbers. It's about people. It's about creating connections, fostering relationships, and creating a space where people feel seen, heard, and valued. Overcoming obstacles is a crucial part of the journey. You'll encounter challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But remember, every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. It's a chance to grow, to learn, to prove to yourself just how strong and resilient you truly are. Celebrating milestones is about more than just acknowledging your achievements. It's about pausing to appreciate the journey, to recognize how far you've come, and to recharge your motivation for the road ahead. So don't forget to celebrate your milestones, big and small. They're a testament to your hard work, your dedication, and your passion. And finally, remember that the journey continues. Success on YouTube is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a process of continual growth, learning, and evolution. So keep pushing, keep learning, keep creating. Your journey on YouTube is just beginning, but most importantly, a positive mindset is the key. It's the fuel that will keep you going, the compass that will guide you, and the shield that will protect you in the face of adversity. So cultivate a positive mindset, believe in yourself, and never forget why you started. Remember, every journey starts with a single step. Are you ready to take yours?